What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. The link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Quiet Confidence versus Loud Insecurity. Um, the thing about it is, a lot of people haven't had a real moment of truth in their lives. So you have people who are overlooked because they're confident, but they don't, because they've had moments of truth, a moment of truth or moments of truth. And they understand who they are and they're defined by how they responded to their moments of truth. And then you have other people who haven't had moments of truth. And what I mean by that is this. When you have a moment of truth, nobody intervenes. See, when you have a real moment of truth, it's on you. You don't get help. Nobody gets to bail you out. It's you, that moment, and what will be. And there's a lot of people who have had moments of truth, but they've always had a bailout. So what happens is people have this issue where they can't tell the difference between what's quiet confidence and what's loud insecurity. Because what people view as confident is over the top confidence. And some of that is from people who've gotten their confidence from rising to the occasion on several moments of truth. So now they're extremely confident, and they don't have a problem being over the top because they know what they're made of. And what happens is those are a small percentage of confident people, but that's a vast majority of insecure people. Because what people don't get is when you've had your moments, it's really not, it's really not a big deal. Because if another moment presents itself, it's going to get handled. But for those people who haven't had those moments, it's that talk up factor. When you have to talk yourself up and psych yourself into it, because now it's like, oh, I got to get on this certain level and I'm going to be ready. And other people who've had moments of truth are like, look, I'm not going to waste my energy psyching myself up for this. It's going to happen. It's about to go down. And I use all that energy in that moment. And a lot of times what people consider as boring, or lame is quiet confidence. And a lot of times what people consider confidence is loud insecurity. Because when people are loud and insecure, they have this constant need to push the envelope, to get a response, to get in a situation, to prove themselves. And you don't understand the difference between that. Like, using two people as an example of over the top. Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, big talkers, but they was about that action. But they weren't big talkers and boisterous people because they needed to psych themselves up. No. They talk to put themselves on a ledge to maximize their potential. That's why they talk. Because if I talk big, I got to show up big. So if I got to show up big, I got to work big. Bigger than I've ever worked before. I got to put more work in than I ever did before. That, That's what they were doing. That's what those big personalities actually are doing. But see, other people are just walking around here being big personalities, and they can't handle they can't handle the pressure of putting extra pressure on themselves. So that's what I mean by talking it up, pushing the envelope. Because what winds up happening is that old saying: you're gonna keep talking, and you're gonna write a check your ass can't cash. And when you writing checks that your ass can't cash, it's usually from people who aren't that loud or boisterous. But when it's time for things to go down, they Johnny on the spot. They Johnny on the spot. Like, what's up? Oh, so oh, it's about to go down? Okay. All right. Because they've had a moment of truth. They're quietly confident. When you talk about people who are dependable, who are responsible, who are efficient, who get results, that means they're well versed in what they do. They're confident in their abilities. Why would they be so confident and well versed in what they do? Because they are battle tested. And quiet confidence is of people who are battle tested. I've seen too many of the people who are loud and insecure I'm gonna prove it. Okay, prove it. And see, that's when the shit hit the fan. Because when somebody go, okay, prove it, show me. And then there's that. I ain't got all day for this beating your chest and acting crazy and shit, man. Let's get to the shit. And that's a problem. Because that's what you're starting to see in society. You have a society with an abundance of people who are loud and insecure. That's what I look at when I see, people too trendy. What I mean by too trendy is, when you got 1 million tattoos to make yourself look intimidating, I ain't buying it. You're not dangerous. You're not intimidating. Because the tattoos are your way to scream out loud, but your whole body language is off. You know what I'm saying? The whole build of what you consider intimidating is off. Because quiet, confident people dial themselves down. Loud, insecure people dial themselves up. But people don't pay attention to that. So when people think, that person, when somebody says, that person's so soft, that person's so nice and so soft spoken, that person will fuck you up. They're not, they're their own volcano that can erupt on their snap of a finger. See, the people who, I'm turned up, nah, you blew too much energy turning up. It's clowning people about confrontations and breathing. I was like, if you wanted people to, when you get mad, you do all that, that shit tires you out. When you want the people that gotta be loud and I need the aggressive music and, we used to make this joke back in the day when we used to see all those 90s street gangster movies. When guys were walking around being killers. They was always listening to old school 70s music. They be diamond in the back, sun top, digging the scene with a gang. Just blow up the whole goddamn place. But the flip side of those was the guys who was listening to, gangster rap, murder, kill. They in the car smoking and drinking and talking crazy because they got to get pumped up to do some shit. It's like, that's what I'm talking about with quiet confidence versus loud insecurities. Same thing that happens in life, People who are effective are gonna go get shit done. They gonna go get it done. The people who go get it, They ain't gonna. I'm gonna get it. I ain't got time to be worrying about how I look, because this is a problem that people have with uh, perception. You know, this era of social media and media perception of people. You know, you could look, you know, make people believe, fake it till you make it. Quiet people who are confident don't fake it till they make it. They bring the goods. People who fake it till they make it are loud and insecure. I want to slick talk you or scam you, so you forced to be stuck with me. That's loud and insecure, you know, and that's the problem. You know, that's why we live in an era where it's a lot of a lot of people where it's an abundance of mouth and slick talk and a lack of skills. Because a lot of people haven't had a moment of truth to even test their boundaries and say, you know what, I can do this. A lot of people talk themselves up and saying what they can do, but they never actually do it, because when the moment of truth comes, they're looking for a bailout plan. And I'm just, you know, and when I say moment of truth, I just mean in life. I'm not meaning just a confrontation or something like that. I'm saying like in general, like you know, I'm smart and I want to get an education. Okay, well go to school and get in that subject that you want to get to. But if you start doing bad, you don't start running to your damn professor talk crying about grades you need to get. You go, you earn a damn grade. You don't I can't do this. No. You running for help. See, your moment, that's your moment of truth. You know, when it's time to show and prove, you start crying, you start begging, you start looking for help, because you loud and insecure. You want somebody to cater to you like a child. You know, people who are quiet and confident say, I ain't doing too good. Got to pick it up. I'm going to watch what I do with this shit. I'm going to turn a negative into a positive. And that's what happens at the end of the day. You know, quiet, confident people understand how to turn negatives into positives. So that's just a video on that. Y'all have a good one. Peace.